Hello. Hopefully this works. I'm using my Facebook to record the video, and then we will upload it to YouTube. I want to share information about my newly revamped YouTube page, BARD of Christendom. For not quite a year now, I've been working on AI generated songs. This is not what my channel originally was. I started with a few old live performances of myself and my family some years ago, singing a few folk songs and things like that. But in the fall of 2024, I revamped the channel, renamed it The Bard of Christendom, and I'm using it as a place to host AI generated songs. I've been using GPT to help me generate lyrics and do research for the songs. But one of the things I've learned is that dealing with the AI is sort of like assigning a grade schooler a poem for English class. The AI will sometimes make things rhyme, but they don't make a lot of sense. Sometimes they even contradict the point I'm trying to make. So I have to proofread and fix and tweak the lyrics and the artwork that it creates. I was also using Meta AI, but I found it's easier just to use GPT for the images also. I'm using a program called Suno to generate the songs, and you can do this too, a little bit for free or very cheap monthly fee if you want to make a lot of music. I'm focusing on songs that I would personally like to listen to. So if nobody enjoys this channel, that's fine. I'll listen to most of the music myself. But I'm also trying to have a mix of styles and topics that will get people interested and maybe get me some subscribers. Now, I am a Christian, specifically a Covenanter or a Reformed Presbyterian. So I do seek to honor God with all that I do, and therefore the worldview and perspective of my songs I try to keep within limits of what would be honoring to God. And here's the big deal. I will make you, dear listener, a custom song if you just tell me what topic and style you are interested in. Right now, I have the following playlists set up on my channel. There's over 700 songs that I've made just as a hobby in less than a year now. But I have topics like the life of Christ or a harmony of the Gospels, the entire book of Ecclesiastes, and snippets of the Song of Songs made into music, the Manosphere or the Red Pill or the MGTOW movement. I've done songs sort of summarizing the main ideas in that ideology. I have an apologetics list called God Exists that has musical versions of some of the basic historic classic proofs for God. Tengo también una playlist que se llama Canciones Españoles y también hay otros canciones en español. I have a list called Covenanters, Demonology, C.S. Lewis, Emotional Intelligence is an entire list summarizing the main ideas in Daniel Goleman's classic work on the subject of emotional intelligence. I have an anger management list, a list on the psychology of flow, and then some minor lists, poems and topics related to Sir Walter Scott, songs for children. También tengo Solterio de Hoy, eso es mi página de Facebook antes, que tiene resúmenes de sermones y también tiene ejemplos de cantando los salmos de David, metrical de la Biblia. Salterio de Hoy is one of my Facebook pages, but Facebook stopped permanently hosting videos, and I was working on translating singable metrical psalms in Spanish for modern use, but the Reformed Presbyterian Church is currently working on translating its entire book of Psalms for worship into a good modern Spanish. So probably whenever that Psalter actually comes out, I will resume that project of sharing all the Psalms. I also have language lists for songs in French, Afrikaans, Bengali, Tokpisin, Bislama, Latin, and other languages as well. Then I have playlists organized by by genre. If you're interested in folk or country or bluegrass, rap, and so on, as you can see here, You can probably find things that you like. Another thing that Suno allows you to do is to create artists or personas. And so I have Pennsyltucky Jones. I have a whole stable of AI generated musical artists. Pennsyltucky Jones is a sort of a folk American roots artist. The Copperhead Rebellion do Southern hillbilly rebel rock. The Mountain of Eagles is a Jewish folk group. I'll leave these ones for my listeners. If anybody can guess where the Highbury Consort and the Finchley Ensemble get their name from, put it in a comment, and I'll mention you in a later video. These are classical music lists. Ozone Scribe is a rap artist. Sweetie Flowers is a classic jazz singer, maybe reflecting a style from the 1950s. Then I have some modern groups like the Velvet Roses, Metropolitan Scream. One I don't have listed here is called Salted Fire, that I particularly enjoy listening to myself. And I'm wondering if anybody can guess who the artist currently known as Amir Khalif is meant to be. I would suggest, if you're interested in checking out some AI music, go to my channel and look for some of these playlists and see if there's something there that you like. My most recent work, I made an entire playlist of shorts, Doctrinas Bíblicas Básicas, summarizing the Catequismo Infantil. Hay resúmenes de el Catequismo Infantil, de los Doctrinas Básicas de la Fe Cristiana. I have a list of women's interest. I have a list of Adventist interest, as it says on that list. I'm not a Seventh-day Adventist, but some of my friends are. And right now I'm working, in addition to a long-standing project, I'm not even halfway through, of summarizing everything in this, all four Gospels, in the harmony of the Gospels. I'm also working on general topics in Christian counseling. So I have a list called Biblical Advice, y también en español, Consejo Bíblico, and that's going to be short subjects that cover very basic counseling topics. And here's some shout outs to the people. Justin Jose L9J is my number one commenter, but other people have left comments. And I've gone from 30 subscribers to 233, so I'm crawling along. But I just wanted to add to my channel by seeing what happens with a live video. And everyone, God bless. And thanks for listening.